Hey guys, good afternoon. I have had a whole day so far. It's 1 o'clock. I'm actually about to run my errands for the day. Don't mind the way that I look. My hair's super dirty. Super dirty, like it needs to be washed. But I'm thinking about doing a Zumba class tonight, so it's not gonna get washed until at least tonight, maybe tomorrow morning before work. But today's my day off. I sound a little froggy because I just woke up from like a 20-minute power nap. It was a super early morning. This week has been all over the place scheduling wise. I've had so many things going on after school. After work, for school, for the girls' school, I should say. Speaking of school, my best friend Bia actually messaged me today, and her and I had been talking about doing the DNP program together instead of, because we graduated from the same program and she graduated a semester before I did with my nurse practitioner. She also did FNP, and so she was like, let's do DNP. I'm like, I can't not even talk about doing a DNP right now. Like, I just cannot even talk about it. If you're not sure what that is, it's a doctorate of nursing practice. And yes, I would be Dr. Mendoza. I can't even think about it right now. Like, my patients already call me doctor all the time just because not a lot of people know the difference between an actual MD and a nurse practitioner. And I always introduce myself as, hey, I'm Melissa. I don't say I'm Dr. Mendoza. Nothing like that. I don't think that the overall population is very well educated on a nurse practitioner not actually being a doctor and stemming from a nurse background. And so, which is totally fine. I never correct them. I really don't care either way. I wouldn't care even if I was a doctor, if somebody called me Melissa. I just am not like that. And so anyway, I was like, I just don't think I can. So she messaged me again today and she was like, come on. She was sending me the program she was looking at. She's like, we were looking at this one. I'm like, I know, but I just cannot right now think about, I want to stab my eyeballs just thinking about going back to school. That's how blunt I was. And she was like, man, okay. So I don't know if she's going to do it or not. I don't know if I'm going to do it or not. There's been a lot of talk lately about doing a DNP with some of my colleagues and stuff, and I just don't know that it's worth another 30, 40 grand in student loans, because let's be real, I'm not going to pay for it out of pocket, because who wants to do that? So I don't know. It's just talk right now. I'm crazy, but I don't think I'm that crazy. I literally have spent like my kid's entire childhood thus far in school for various reasons, and mostly nursing. I just don't think I can do it anymore. So anywho, yeah, that's how my morning has been. I am running errands, like I said, mostly cookie errands. I need to go up to the cookie hub to pick up cookies for Bianca. I need to go drop those off for her. I need to go to the Girl Scout store and pick up a few things. I already registered the girls for camp. They're super excited. Emmy's doing an overnight, depending on COVID, an overnight camp this summer. I'm very excited for her because she was supposed to do an overnight camp 3 summers ago now, and COVID hit. Well, I guess 2 summers ago from right now, but she didn't get to go. It got canceled, and so yeah, here we are. I'm still really tired. That nap did not do much for me, so I did grab some coffee on my way out. Loving our new fridge, by the way. The ball ice, which is not called ball ice, it's called something else, but the ball ice is perfect. Perfect amount of cold brew with my sugar-free Italian cream. I absolutely am obsessed with it. It's so much easier for me to drive with and drink from a straw, but the ball ice fits in my hydro flask, so you can kind of hear it in there. It's smaller than the ball ice that I got, the tray for Andres that I got from Amazon. That ice is made for more like a whiskey glass. He doesn't drink whiskey frequently enough though to need that big of the ball ice, and those ice blocks or balls did not fit in the hydro flask, but these do. So it's been super cool to have ice literally on hand every day, and I don't have to fill my trays. It's amazing. We love the new fridge. Even though it's a little bit smaller, I've configured it to absolutely fall in love with it, which is great. So my morning consisted of going to the girls and doing the girls' school And Andres and I, before he's getting ready for work right now, but before he had to go to work, we had a full morning of sitting in the girls' classroom and observing from the corner or the back of the class. It was so much fun. So much fun. We've never done this at the girls' school. We had like parents' night where they show us, you know, their curriculum and what they're studying, blah, blah, blah. And I do homework with them all the time, so I know what they're doing, but this was super cool. It was like we got to watch the teachers in their environment teach the kids, and it was a neat experience, but it did take up our entire morning. So then we came back and we had a quick like brunch, and then we sat there and laughed at TikToks and social media and stuff like that until he had to go get ready for work, and I dozed off on the couch, and I woke up and I was like, oh, I gotta go. So here I am going to run errands. So yesterday, I didn't tell you guys this earlier, I don't think. Yesterday, Maddie and Autumn had Girl Scouts. So Maddie is actually in a dual troop. She's in Emmy's troop and Autumn's troop. And we did it like that because we have a brownie that she's kind of grown up with in Emmy's troop. And I say Emmy's troop because we joined with Emmy first, and I'm the co-leader of that troop. And with the new troop, I didn't have Autumn join our current troop because I didn't want to do daisies anymore. That's like the bottom line. I was a daisy co-leader when Maddie started daisies in pre-K, because you have to be 5 to join Girl Scouts, and Maddie you have to be 5 by October 1st to join Girl Scouts. So for that current school year, so Maddie turned 5 October 1st in pre-K. And because in Texas, you have to be 5 on or before September 1st in order to start kinder that year, which is why Autumn is 5. She's not even 5.5 yet and is already almost through kindergarten. But Maddie is an October 1st baby, so she has a late birthday, you know, in the school district. So Maddie is 11 months older when she started kindergarten than Autumn was. Crazy, right? All because they're 1 month birthdays, September 1st and October 1st. But anyway, so that's beside the point. Maddie joined Girl Scouts and she was a daisy for 3 years. So typically you're a daisy for kinder and first, but because Maddie turned 5 on October 1st, she joined daisies, the troop that Emmy was in pre-K. So she was a daisy pre-K, pre-K, kinder, and first, and now in second and third they're brownies, which is the brown vest. And so she's literally grown up with this girl, and they're the only 2 brownies of the troop. The rest of the troop are big girls. They're all cadets and above, 6th and 7th graders. So they're the only 2 ones in the troop that are in 2nd grade. And they hang out together, like everything we do, it's them together. And so she didn't want to leave the troop, and I didn't want to take on any more daisies because I was a co-troop leader. Well, I was the troop leader. I'm Bianca's co-troop leader, but I was a troop leader, I don't really know what it is, for daisies when Maddie joined, and I don't want to do 5 and 6 year olds. Like, they're hard to get to focus and pay attention. Like, bless these teachers. And today just gave me a bigger insight to how kids act. Like, Autumn's kindergarten teacher was telling these kids constantly, like, sit back, put your feet down, don't mess with your pencil, come back from the bathroom, come do this, pick your head up, do you need to splash water on your face? Like, just constantly. And then Maddie's 2nd grade teacher wasn't telling them as much to sit still because they're a little more mature, they can sit still a little bit more, but talking out of turn, or like, ooh, me. That's what I heard a lot of today. Me. And I was just like, oh my gosh, they're teachers. Lord bless them. I already had the utmost respect for teachers, but today definitely gave me an even bigger look into what they do. And Emmy's math teacher, here I am in the background, right? We're supposed to be quiet, and they're learning, what are they learning? Area of what are those things? Parallelogram. area of a parallelogram. So it was area equals base times height instead of area equals length times width when you're doing a square or a rectangle, right? So here I am in the background. She's like, should this be our answer? Give me a thumbs up. And I'm like, thumbs up. And she just laughed. She thought it was hilarious. Andres was like, stop talking to the teacher. You're supposed to be quiet. I was like, I'm not talking. She said to give a thumbs up. And then she was like, raise her hand if you got that right answer. Here I am trying to figure out the equation after she gave the formula, and then you had some knowns and a couple unknowns. And I was like, I whispered in Andres' ear and I was like, 3.44. And he's like, what? And I'm like, that's the answer, 3.44. And he's like, be quiet, you're gonna give these kids the answer. And I was like, no. She's like, who got the answer at 3.44? I'm like, oh, me. So I get why the kids get excited. You know, I get it because I'm there. But oh Lord, these teachers, the 6th graders, talking like that they're at that attention age where they think it's cool to like say something or blurt something out in class. And I'm like, oh, I would be like all day long, all day. I couldn't do it. I tolerate my own kids because I love them to death, but I couldn't do it. I love kids in general. I love kids. I love teaching them. I love being with them, but all day for 9 hours out of the day, absolutely not. Teaching would have never been for me, never. So anyway, respect, mad respect to any teachers out there that are still doing this after all these years. But anyway, so when we joined the new troop, because I told Bianca, I was like, I do not want to do daisies, so I'm gonna find Autumn a daisy troop because she wanted to be in Girl Scouts, and I was like, I'm gonna find her a daisy troop that's just daisies, and she can grow up with these girls, right? So I don't have to worry about it all over again. Well, we joined another bigger troop, and they have a lot of daisies, so Autumn's having a blast. She loves it. She loves selling cookies. She's having a really good time. And Maddie would go to, Emmy had already told me she did not want to join another troop. Like, she was upfront from the get-go. She was like, I'm not leaving this troop. I've been in this troop since I was in 1st grade. I'm not gonna leave. And I was like, okay, I respect that. I'm not expecting you to leave. And I had told Bianca all along, I will still volunteer for all the things. I'll still be your co-leader, your money manager, first aid, all the things, right? I have no problem doing dual troops. Well, Maddie went to a meeting with us with Autumn, and she's like, they have brownies too. They have a huge multi-level troop, and she's like, I like both. I said, well, you can't have both, because we didn't think she could be in both troops. Turns out she can. So now she's in both troops. So we sell nuts for one troop and cookies with another, and it works out great. And both of the leaders, of course, I like both of them. The new leader and Bianca's, I love her to death. She's my ride or die. Like, we've been together for years now, and it just is super cool to see everything that the girls have accomplished. So when we joined the new troop, I showed up to one meeting in Scrubs because the meetings are on Wednesday after work. I go straight there, and she was like, where do you work in the medical field? And I was like, oh, I'm a nurse practitioner. And she's like, you are? I said, yeah. And she's like, oh my gosh, would you volunteer for a badge? And I'm like, what? Okay. And at first I was like, I really don't have time. I don't know, you know, I don't know. And she was like, no, but really, would you mind? And I was like, I really have to think about it, because like I really don't know if I have time to put it together, a whole hour presentation for 5-year-olds to, I think her oldest girl is like 15. And she was like, okay, well, you know, we'll come back to it. I was like, okay. But in my mind, I was like, no, maybe she won't come back to me. You know, like, I just met her. She's not gonna say anything. No, she did. She bugged me and bugged me and bugged me. And I was like, okay, I'll volunteer. Like, I volunteer. I overextend myself all the time for all kinds of stuff. So I was like, okay. So for a week, over a week, I'd been putting together like a presentation. I got all my supplies and everything, and the girls actually made a list of all the stuff that they had. I printed out their requirements. The daisies didn't have a badge to earn, but they had a pin, which the pins look like, no, this is like one of the badges. So badges have requirements in Girl Scouts. This is way more than y'all probably wanted to know about Girl Scouts, but in case you ever have girls that are interested, each level has a different requirement for the badges. Badges are earned, not given. So they have to meet these different requirements in order to earn the badge. And so each of these badges was for Brownie, Cadet, and Junior. You can see they're shaped differently, and then this is the safety pin that they get to put on. So super exciting for the girls. This is like a huge accomplishment. For each of the levels, they can earn the bronze, silver, and gold award. They can get scholarships. They can graduate with honors through Girl Scouts and like all kinds of stuff. It actually is really cool. Some people look at Girl Scouts and they're like, it's a little dorky. I don't know that I would want to do that. And you know, hey, everyone has an opinion about different things, but me personally, I grew up in Girl Scouts too. I just think it's an awesome opportunity to meet like-minded people. It gives you a sense of camaraderie because you see another Girl Scout and you're like, hey, I'm in Girl Scouts too, versus like, I'm in soccer, you're in soccer, but we're going to compete against each other at some point. It's not like that in Girl Scouts. Everyone's a sister is what it's called. So anyway, I taught the first aid class and we did safety. I taught them about heat stroke, the signs of shock, frostbite, and hypothermia. We learned about that. We learned about all the things that I use in clinic every day to assess patients. We got to assess a couple of different of the girls there. We made a little first aid kit, and what else did we do? We talked about how to dial 911. I locked my phone in the process, showing them how to dial 911 when your phone is locked. If you've never known how to do it, you press your large button on the right hand side 5 times on an iPhone and it'll dial 911 for you. But so if you're ever in an emergency, you just press 5 and then you throw the phone. It'll dial 911 and it'll send a message to all of your emergency contacts, which is what ended up happening last night by accident. And it'll tell them, hey, Melissa's in distress. She sent an SOS message. This is her current location, so that you can come find them. Totally locked my phone in the process doing it because I pressed the wrong button, but taught the girls how to do that. We talked a little bit about CPR and different things. Of course, we didn't show any of that because Girl Scouts has very strict mask rules right now, but just in general, we talked about it, and it was an hour-long presentation and the girls loved it. They were engaged the entire time, which is awesome because I am not the best teacher, but I am good enough, I guess, to hold the attention of 50 girls from the age of 5 to, like I said, 14 or 15, and they did great. They went through a first aid kit. That was creepy. I could have sworn I saw something floating around right there. Man, that was weird. Okay, so I went and got everyone's badges today and their safety pins, and they're gonna be so excited to have those at the next meeting. I was very excited to be able to do that. I had to come pick up cookies for my troop anyway, so yeah. Now headed to go pick up my bracelet. Andres got me, I'll show you when I pick it up, Andres got me a Te Quiero Mucho charm for my charm bracelet, and I'm so excited I get to pick it up today. So let's go there. Oh, my mama's calling. We were just listening to Pocket Full of Sunshine with my load of cookies in the back. That is the charm. So cute, I love it. Now I'm gonna go check out some Crocs. Black or white, black or white, black or white. Ooh. No one's here to help me decide. I'm thinking black, they're for work. I think black will match better. But I really like the white. I don't know. Hold on, wait for mommy, wait for mommy. Ready? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. You have mocos, L, M, N, O, P. Yes, you do. Q, R, S, T, U, V. What about W, X, Y, and Z? Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Yay! Again. Okay, I so wanted to stop at Walmart or H-E-B and pick up my hair dye, but I did not. I did not get the opportunity because I was running late and had to come home and do dinner and all the things. And so, yeah. Here we are. The little girls are already in bed because Everly is just not feeling good. She had some mocos going on and was just overall needed to go to bed. So she went to bed and Autumn never hurts her to go to bed early either. So put them to bed like around 7:15, read some books, and then bedtime. Now the big girls are in their rooms doing, I don't even know what, watching TV or something. They emptied the dishwasher for me, cleaned up, picked up some stuff in the living room. So now I'm doing the dishes. We had very easy hot dogs and fries. I told you, trying to clean out the outside freezer, and we had a big pack of hot dogs, which I only have 2 left of, but we had hot dogs and then we had those fries. I have enough space between this freezer and the old Samsung fridge out there that I probably could clear out the freezer. I think, I don't know, I may not have enough room, I guess, between everything, but that's gonna be the goal, is to clean out the freezer, pretty much drain it or move stuff around so that it can be completely deep cleaned, because it's not going, if I pulled everything out, it'll fall out. So I don't want that, but I may rearrange some stuff. So we've just been trying to eat from the freezer. Meat wise, I've been picking up things here and there, but I didn't, like for instance, we had hot dogs. I didn't have any hot dog buns, but I had hamburger buns. So we used that and it worked out fine. The dogs left their toy right in front of Mr. Rover. I'm trying to see if he'll still go, because I just finished the kitchen. I moved everything. Oh, he did. So I normally have him run every night at 3 a.m. And so I put the dogs in the kennel. The cats are terrified of Mr. Rover, so I want him to run right now because my feet were hurting from being on them all day long. So I want him to run right now, save me a little bit of time so I can do a quick mop before I go to bed. So there he goes. The kitchen is spotless, which is nice. The table has like the girls' cups and stuff on it, but other than that, everything looks really good. Do your thing, Mr. Rover. Lola. Lola. Hey guys, good morning. My least favorite chore to start the day. Gas. Oh, it's $2.95 a gallon, which is actually not bad. It had got up to $3.14 last week, which I'm sure those of you that are in other parts of the US are like, please, that's nothing. But hold my beer type of thing. But yeah, I'm still kind of sad that, you know, $50 doesn't fill up my tank anymore. Okay, actually not too bad. I was on extremely low last time I filled up, and I think I hit 23 gallons and it was like $72 or something like that, but 63, I can dig it. Autumn and I are going to a cookie booth. Andres is doing a cookie booth with Emmy and Maddie. Everly's going to my mom's house. What? Oh, the dogs, yeah. So she loves cookie booth. She's actually doing a really good job with them. Kind of surprised because she's one of the youngest girls in the Daisy troop, and so she does really well. I'm very proud of her. You like doing cookies? Yeah. What's your favorite cookie?
S'mores.
I knew it. She always recommends that one. So anyway, we're going to that. We have a birthday party to go to. I'm a little congested today. I got some new headbands. I'm very excited.
Wait, Mom,
I've had, what?
Are we going to the birthday party after cookies?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have had these in my cart for a long time, and I just never have pulled the trigger. I like the ones that have the knots on top, and then I have some that have pearls on the side too, but I didn't get those. I just got these. They were very inexpensive. They ended up being like $1.17 or $1.25 a piece. I'll link them below. All kinds of colors. I got the 12 pack because I don't have a lot of place to store all of them, or a lot of room, I should say, but they're very basic headbands, but I like them because they dress up your look. Like my hair, I did it on Friday. It's Sunday, so it's the 3rd day, and I just freshened up my curls a little bit, stuck the headband on, and we are good to go. So super excited. I also got some more of these air fresheners. So I put my favorite essential oil that smells just like the Baccarat perfume. If you've never tried it, it's called Love Affair. I'll link that below as well with the little scent things. You dip the cartridges that it comes with, you dip it or drop the any essential oils on them. I have 4 of them. I have one on each of my front air vents. I have air vents in the back too that eventually I may get some, but it's so much better than like the little Airwick clip-ins because you can refill. They come with a bunch of refills. You like it? Yeah, mommy loves this one. So the Love Affair has lasted me a long time. I got it well before Christmas and it smells so good. And so I just drop, like every couple of weeks, I just drop a couple more drops of the essential oil in here and it makes the car smell like it. And I love it. And I'm still like wanting to break down and buy the perfume, but I haven't. So I've been wearing the body oil and it's been serving me well. So yeah, we're about to head to Target to pick up a drive-up order for the gifts, and then we are going to go to Cookie Booth. But I had to put gas first because I had 20 miles. Last time I put gas I had 6 and I was on my way to work, and it would have been tragic if I had ran out of gas on my way to work. So here we go. Okay, I went to Dunkin' and it's so weird because it just really depends on where you get your stuff from. Like this Dunkin' hooked it up. Look at that. I paid $1.61. $1.61? I could have sworn he told me it was $1.66, but he literally just charged it as one espresso shot. $1.49 for the espresso shot plus tax. $1.61. I could have sworn he said $1.66 twice, but anyway, it doesn't matter. That's even cheaper. So that's crazy because look at how much espresso you get. And I mean, there was no line at this Dunkin'. And so he was like, wait, what do you want? I've never, lately, I haven't had anyone ask me like, wait, what is it? But oh, it smells so good. Autumn was like, why can't I have any? I'm like, because I need caffeine. You don't need caffeine. You have enough energy all in and of yourself. I don't. But yeah, so he was like, I don't understand. I said, no, so all you do is get a large cup, fill it with ice and dump the espresso shot over it. And so when I got to the window, he was like, why wouldn't you just get an Americano? And I was like, oh, well, because an Americano is espresso mixed with water. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Look at that. Yay.
It almost looks like frosting, but
yeah, right? It looks so good. So I was like, no, that's why I do it. And he was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. I said, so I'm not actually looking for the water, the ice. I'm looking to pour my protein drink over it. And he's like, okay, I got it now. He's like, then I'll know. He was new. He was like, I know they showed me a button somewhere where just like the espresso is by itself. And before other Dunkins, I've actually been charged not only for the espresso shot, but for a large cup of water, which is like $1 or something. So I've paid anywhere from this $1.60 to like $2.75, right under $3. It just depends on how they charge it. I mean, because technically I'm not getting water, but I am using a large cup of ice. So it just depends on how they, oh shoot, did I spill it? Okay, I'm gonna take a few sips so I can put the lid on. Perfecto.
what does that mean?
It means perfect.
Oh, that's weird.
It's just a different language. It's not weird. Somebody else is what they speak daily, right? Because we're all different.
Oh yeah, because my Spanish teacher.
That's right. That's right. See? Okay.
But she knows all the Spanish words.
That's because she's a Spanish teacher. Okay, now we are headed. You ready to go, Cookie Booth?
Yes.
I got presents back there. I already wrapped them and everything. First off, we're going to one of my other best friends' little boy's parties. She lives in Tana. I'm so excited. She moved from Maryland like a few months ago. She was at my graduation party. I'm so excited. You guys have met her before, but it's been a really long time. But anyway, I call her Mija. But my necklace is stuck. Oh, there we go. So whenever, especially when all the girls are going to a party, I said this before, I like to get kind of like a gift from each of them. So I should have showed them, but we got him these little Spider-Man cars, so cute. I think Everly would love them. Hers are like Coco Melon, and I couldn't find the Coco Melon ones because he does like Coco Melon too. He's 2, he's only a couple months younger than Everly. And so we got him the Spider-Man ones, and we got him a Batman Goo-Jitsu, which are so fun. One. She loves Goo-Jitsus. Such a fun toy.
It's a huge one.
Yeah, so we got him that.
4.
And then we got him a Coco Melon medical set, like the stethoscope and stuff, super cute.
From
and then
JJ shows.
Yes, from JJ. And then a baby shark coloring set. So I think it was everything that she said he likes right now, so I think it'll go over well. So now we just got to get this booth out of the way, right?
Yep.
Let's go.